What if I told you that achieving that bright, radiant, flawless skin without bleaching your skin isn't difficult? Shocked, right? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to achieve this. I'm going to walk you through the best skincare ingredients to look out for, the best brightening routine that is effective. So make sure to watch this video to the end, because I'll also be sharing a customized Monday to Sunday plan that you can follow to stay consistent and have your skin looking bright, glowing and beautiful like never before. Hi ladies, welcome back to the channel. I know some of you guys have missed my face. I had to take a little break just to recharge for you all, but I am back and today's video is going to be an exciting one. So first things first, before we jump into curating a skincare routine, there are little things that you need to know that are very important, and the first one is knowing the right ingredients that you should look out for. I know there are a lot of skincare ingredients, so you need to know the right one to look out for, like the right ones that would brighten your skin safely and give you a really good result. So number one skincare ingredient that will truly brighten your skin over time with consistent usage is retinol. Retinol is one of my favorite skincare ingredients because if you use the right concentration, you are definitely going to see good results. Retinol will help to fade those dark spots that is on your skin. It will brighten your skin. For beginners, look out for a retinol product that contains 0.2% to 0.5%. This percentage will help to effectively brighten your skin, but once your skin adjusts, you can grow up and move up to like 1%. The next skincare ingredient that will truly brighten your skin is vitamin C. This one is not new to you guys. If you're using the right concentration, it's a good one to help to brighten your skin and give you that radiant, glowing skin. Look for serums that contain 10% to like 20% L-ascorbic acid, but if you're a beginner, start with like 10%, then build your way up to 20%, because the higher the strength, the higher the irritation it could cause on your skin. Niacinamide is another popular skincare ingredient. It is a multitasker because it helps to brighten your skin. It also helps to control oil production on your skin, especially if you have oily skin. This is one skincare ingredient that I feel like oily skin babes should have, and also even help to calm your skin and suit your skin. So look out for product that contains like 5%. Alpha-arbutin is another really good skincare ingredient. A lot of people do not really talk about this one. I don't know why. Alpha-arbutin also has like a twin sister, which is beta-arbutin. You will see products that contains beta-arbutin or alpha-arbutin. Opt for the ones that contain alpha-arbutin because it is stronger and will give you more results compared to the beta-arbutin. I'm not saying that beta-arbutin doesn't work. It works, but it's just like a slow runner compared to alpha-arbutin. To look out for product that contains 1 to 2%. Kojic acid is another really good skincare ingredient. It works really well when it is paired with niacinamide. Azelaic acid is another really good skincare ingredient. This one is really good for people that have acne because it helps to suit your skin, helps with acne, helps to brighten your skin, give you that radiant skin. If you don't have oily skin, you can still use azelaic acid. Exfoliating acids like your AHA, which is your alpha hydroxy acid, like your glycolic acid like this one, and lactic acid like this one. I really like this one from Paula's Choice because it is very gentle. It is great for sensitive skin. The AHAs will help to like exfoliate your skin and remove all those dead skin cells from your skin. It is really important to exfoliate your skin because that's the way your skin would reveal a much more brighter looking skin. Lastly, sunscreen should not be skipped. If you're using all of these or any of these skincare ingredients and you're not using your sunscreen, your skin is going to get worse because these ingredients will brighten your skin as they're working on your skin to help to brighten your skin. They make your skin much more susceptible to sunburn, so you need to also use your sunscreen to protect yourself from all of these harmful UV rays. So if you're using any of these skincare ingredients I have mentioned, you are on the right track. But I still find that some people have the right ingredients in their routine, but they don't know how to incorporate them into their routine. So that brings us to the next part where I'll show you how to create a face brightening routine. If you don't have the products I'll be mentioning like in the routine, you can always get alternatives. You don't have to use the exact product I'll be using. First things first, in your skincare routine, this should always start with using a cleanser. you cannot do anything or even move forward to applying any of your other skincare product without cleansing your skin, like washing your skin, because this will help to remove all those dirt that you have on your skin. For cleansers, I don't really do much because cleansers are products that you rinse them off. You can pretty much get any cleanser that is gentle, so you can actually use this cleanser day and night. You can decide to get cleansers that contain brightening ingredient like vitamin C, and you can decide to stick to a basic cleanser that doesn't contain brightening ingredient. Either option will work well for you. Cleanser options that I have for you guys: this one from CeraVe is really good. This one from La Roche-Posay is really good. This one from Aveeno is really good, especially if you have dry skin, normal skin. Chef's kiss. I finished like 3 bottles of this during winter. For this routine, I'll be going in with this one from Kopari. Yes, I got this one during my birthday from Ulta and I really like it. Yeah, it's a good gentle cleanser. I haven't had any negative experience with it. It effectively cleanses my skin. It lathers really well. After cleansing your skin, if you're going in with your chemical exfoliants that we've talked about, this is a good time to actually use it. Just apply it into your cotton pad and swipe it all over your skin like this, and make sure your skin is dry before you go in with your chemical exfoliant. And make sure you are using your chemical exfoliant at night and not during the day, because it's best to actually use it at night. Also note that your chemical exfoliants are not supposed to be used every day. Yes, that way you're just going to overwhelm your skin and burn your skin. But for tonight, I won't be going in with the chemical exfoliants because of the kind of serum I'll be using later on in this routine. I'll be going in with a much more hydrating toner. Since it's a brightening routine, you can actually incorporate a brightening toner or a moisturizing toner, whichever one will work fine. I'll be using this toner from Amfram. It has mild brightening properties. I love using this toner, even though toners are optional. I love using them because of the extra benefit they add to my skin. They could help to brighten your skin if you're using a brightening toner. If you're using an hydrating toner, they will help to hydrate your skin. If you don't have a toner, you can actually skip this part because I also mentioned that it is optional. After using your toner, your serum comes next, and this part is very, very, very important. You should never skip your serum. If you're trying to achieve that radiant, bright looking skin, serums are something you should never ever skip, because serums are what gets the job done. Personally, I would say have like 2 or 3 serums in your routine. One should be like an antioxidant that you can be using in the morning. Vitamin C will be an antioxidant and also help to brighten your skin. One should be like a serum like this that contains multiple brightening ingredients, or have a retinol serum. The last serum could be like a serum that is soothing, hydrating, something that will calm your skin. Niacinamide will help to like calm and reduce irritation on your skin. You can have like these 3 ingredients and you will know that you are on a good path to have a bright skin. For this routine, I'll be going in with a retinol. If you don't have a retinol, you can go in with any of your serum that will help to brighten your skin, like the one from Topicals or this one from Touch and Bright. While for moisturizers, I really do not do too much with moisturizers. Just a basic good moisturizer will work really well. You can either opt for a moisturizer that is basic, which I love because this way I can use it both morning and night, or you can opt for a moisturizer that contains ingredients like maybe vitamin C or another skincare ingredient that will help to brighten your skin. But this one, you have to be careful with it, because when you're using it in your routine, you have to be careful with what ingredients you pair them with, so you're sure that what you are pairing that kind of moisturizer with, they are both compatible. For this routine, I'll be using this one from Purito. It's a really good moisturizer, helps to calm my skin. And considering the fact that I'm even using a retinol in this routine, I need ingredients that will help to really calm my skin. That's it for the 9-time face brightening routine. Your moisturizer always comes last, then you follow up with your sunscreen during the day. This is the last part where we get to build like a customized skincare timetable or skincare plan for you. So this way you will have like a structure or something to follow, and this will encourage you to be consistent. We have 7 days in a week. For Monday, cleanse your skin first, like wash your skin, go in with a toner. If you don't have a toner, skip it. Then next you go in with your vitamin C serum. Then lastly, go in with your moisturizer and top it up with your sunscreen. While at night, you would cleanse your skin, wash your skin, go in with your toner, your hydrating toner or your brightening toner, go in with your niacinamide serum, and lastly, go in with your moisturizer. Tuesday should be like your treatment day, your retinol day. Your morning routine will be the same as your Monday morning routine. While your night routine, this is where you get to incorporate either if you're using a retinol. So first you will cleanse your skin, go in with a moisturizing or a hydrating toner. Then next you go in with your serum, either retinol or whatever serum you're using that focuses on brightening and giving you that radiant skin. Then you can also go in with like a niacinamide serum to help to calm your skin. Then lastly, you go in with your moisturizer. On Wednesday, this should be like a barrier repair day because of your Tuesday's night routine. But when you're doing like a brightening routine, you also have to include barrier repair routine because you don't want to overwhelm your skin and just pack a lot of brightening ingredients that will overwhelm your skin and damage your skin barrier. No, you have to strike a balance and go easy on your skin. That is the way that you would see results. Then for Thursday, this should be like your exfoliation day. You're using your chemical exfoliant. So your morning routine should stay the same as your Monday morning routine. That's with the vitamin C serum, while your night routine is where you get to use your chemical exfoliant. Do not ever use your chemical exfoliant during the day. I beg you. It's best to use it at night. Your chemical exfoliant, you will cleanse your skin, then go in with your chemical exfoliant. You can choose to go in with your hydrating toner just to balance your skin and calm your skin. Then go in with your niacinamide serum. Then lastly, go in with your moisturizer. While for Friday, you use your cleanser, go in with your vitamin C serum, go in with your moisturizer, and do not forget your sunscreen. While Friday night, cleanse your skin, use your niacinamide serum, use your toner, use your moisturizer. While Saturday routine should be the same as your Tuesday routine. Same thing. While for Sunday, your Sunday should just be like a reset day. You could use your sheet masks on this day. Just pamper your skin on this day. You can choose to do whatever you like, but avoid using exfoliant, avoid using potent ingredient. Just allow your skin to breathe and pamper your skin on this day. So with this plan, you would have a balance. Your skin will not be overwhelmed because on this plan, you would see that we're using retinol or your targeted serum or whatever the serum you're using. We're using it twice in a week. We're exfoliating just once in a week. We are using our vitamin C serums during the day. Once your skin is used to this routine and you feel like, oh, you want to take it up a little, you can now increase the number of days you use your retinol or the number of days that you exfoliate your skin. I bet you if you follow this routine, you will definitely see results. Definitely see results. As long as you are consistent and you're using good products, you would see results. Remember that this plan that I've given is just a plan. You can actually tweak it to your own liking, to your lifestyle. Do not forget that having or achieving that bright, glowing, beautiful skin comes with consistency, comes with patience, and using the right product. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share. If this is your first time seeing this face, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We have a good time on here. And if you're a returning subscriber, I see you and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the love and support. If you have skincare topics or skincare products you would love me to review for you guys, please do not hesitate to drop it down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to actually review these products for you guys. I have a lot of other videos that you're definitely going to enjoy on this channel. So I will see you guys in this video. Don't go away.